Nestled at the heart of the northeast of India, Meghalaya greets one with a remarkable diversity of sights and experiences. Its dense forests, captivating hills, clear waters, breezy highlands, and lush green valleys all prove that this land is indeed land for gods to live in. Its air, its natural scenery, its pure atmosphere, its sweet water would attract even gods, as Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel famously said. In English, Meghalaya literally translates to abode of the clouds, and the state never lets you forget that as you find yourself constantly captivated with its beautiful skies and surrounded by its luminous clouds. Tourists who explore the mountainous plateau often go back with a deep admiration for its famed monsoon, rich cultural traditions, and stunning topography. So whether you are looking for an adventure that makes you feel alive or a peaceful place that rejuvenates your spirit, Meghalaya has lots to offer with one thing guaranteed: you will go back with a million magical memories. Meghalaya welcomes a diverse mix of tourists, offering to them an array of possibilities to explore and catering to individual needs no matter what they are. Whatever type of holiday you want, you will find it here. And whether it is the serenity of being surrounded by nature, the thrill of adrenaline, a sense of luxury, or the warmth of locals and their culture, the vacation you have will certainly be in your heart forever. From waterfalls and woodlands to complex cave systems and bioarchitectural wonders, Meghalaya has an abundance of natural beauty for you to traverse through. The topography and climate gives way to these wild varieties of landscapes that remind visitors of what it means to truly return to nature. You can explore clear blue streams and rivers from hilltops. Enjoy a view of pastel green meadows and pine woods from lowlands. Get lost in the quiet countryside with tranquil villages and quaint cottages. Immerse yourself in lush forests, home to some of the world's finest biodiversity, and hear powerful waterfalls gushing and bubbling. Wherever you go, everything to give you picture-perfect senses of untouched nature and a taste of being one with the environment on your next vacation. If you are up for it, there is plenty of action in store for you in Meghalaya. The outdoors are integral to the way of life of locals here, and activities like camping, fishing and hiking are a part of their daily lives. Besides these, the different topographies it is gifted with make way for Meghalaya to be a prime destination for a variety of land and water adventure sports. If water speaks to you, river rafting, rappelling, canoeing, freshwater scuba diving, and paddling could all be a part of your itinerary. If you love the woods, Meghalaya's forests make the perfect backdrop for your next camping expedition. If you are a nature lover, you will never be able to get enough of the innumerable scenic hike and trek routes. If you have a conquered fear, the many cliffs and mountains welcome you to experience the thrill of tombstoning, cliff diving, and zip lining. And for something out of the ordinary, the large cave systems await exploration with lots of caving opportunities. If you're looking for a getaway to relax your mind and body, what's a better place than in the middle of soothing skies and serene landscapes? For visitors who want to take a break from the clutter of their daily lives and rejuvenate their souls, Meghalaya is an ideal spot with several luxury resorts and hotels that offer exclusive and unique experiences and personalized services in accordance with your requirements. You can plan the perfect escape with an experience that lets you unwind, surrounded by nature and tranquility. With an intricately woven culture fabric, Meghalaya is a melting point of identities, histories, traditions, and festivals, and is a great spot for anyone looking to discover new cultures and lifestyles during their travels. Composed of Khasis, Garos, Jaintiyas, Meghalayan people all have their own unique customs and ways of life. The beauty of everyday life in Meghalaya, the many cuisines and foods, preserved local history, traditional celebrations with folk music and stunning visuals, unique indigenous festivals, modern cultural events showcasing tribal culture and folklore, as well as bustling cities with marketplaces to get lost in, and an exuberant nightlife is enough to make memories that will stay with you long after your trip. The Highland region, often dubbed as the Scotland of the East, is created by a disconnected Deccan Plateau with peaks as high as 4,000 to 6,000 feet. These awe-inspiring highlands consist of Garo Hills in the west, soaring from the Brahmaputra Valley, as well as two other hill systems with east-facing ridges, namely the Khasi Hills and the Jaintia Hills. These highlands form the perfect backdrop around all Meghalayan cities. Sohra and Mount Sinram are amongst the wettest places on earth, and parts of the hills, mainly those overlooking the Bangladeshi plains, are quite steep, creating multiple rivers and streams flowing from the top into deep, narrow valleys with clear blue water and impressive waterfalls and gushing rapids that earn Meghalaya the nickname Land of Waterfalls and serve as the perfect background music during your travels. The Garo Hills, with their winding roads passing through lush green forests, are the epitome of undisturbed nature at its best. Forest trails leading to untouched forests, where pachyderms and carnivores still predominate rarely explored habitats, offer breathtaking views of flora and fauna and give you a glimpse into Meghalaya's rich biodiversity. While on the eastern side, the Jaintia Hills provide a spectacular view of a combination of soaring cliffs, river-crossed tableland, rapids and waterfalls. Given that Meghalaya is endowed with a rich variety of natural landscapes, most of its cities have a lot to offer when it comes to adventure. With the ideal combination of rivers, cliffs, waterfalls and hills, it is the perfect destination for adrenaline junkies and all adventure sport enthusiasts. Meghalaya has among the world's longest and most complex cave systems, with many subterranean passageways and sites marked with old fossils and home to unique species. These impressive caves make caving one of the most popular and unique activities for tourists who can get a taste of the fascinating underground by visiting both accessible and the unconquered caves like Arwa, Mausmai, Kremdam and Krem Riblai. For those who desire to explore Meghalaya on foot, there are several paths and hiking routes with breathtaking scenery and warm encounters awaiting you on the way. Some of the most difficult paths demand a lot of hiking, while others need swimming. The clear, rapid rivers also provide opportunities for rafting, and the months of October and November draw paddlers from all over the world. Kayaking and pack rafting is available in Mau Phan Lur, Mau Lingna, and Shanok Deng for both expert paddlers and those looking to try it for the first time. Moreover, ziplining, rappelling, waterfall rappelling, canoeing, freshwater scuba diving, caving, and good old-fashioned camping are also popular activities in Meghalaya and widely accessible to fulfill all your adrenaline cravings. A trip to Meghalaya would be incomplete without some cultural encounters. Meghalaya is home to numerous diverse tribes, including the Khasis, Garos, Panas, Hajongs, Karbis, and Koch. These tribes are further subdivided into sub-tribes and clans, which have distinct languages, cuisines, and attire, giving tourists the opportunity to get a glimpse into their lifestyles and immerse themselves in indigenous traditions and cultures. While visiting the countryside is an ideal way to do this, another good way is to attend one or more of the wide variety of local festivals and events around Meghalaya. Shillong, the state capital, is Meghalaya's primary cultural center and brings a cosmopolitan flavor to the state. Because of its reputation as an education center and academic hotspot, it is also home to a young, creative and aspirational population, making it a microcosm of the whole Northeast. The business centers are dotted with bustling cafes and restaurants, and the town markets are a great stop for ardent shoppers. The town's nightlife draws people from all around, and its live music venues have hosted prominent local and global musicians. Although a modern city, its backdrop of hills, the breathtaking woodlands, magnificent waterfalls, rich cultures and of course, bright blue skies full of thick clouds at all times, all aid in forming the perfect balance of a modern and traditional. So far, we have explored how Meghalaya is the perfect destination for all kinds of visitors, welcoming diverse travelers and inviting them to make the most of the state with a plethora of opportunities for exploration, catering to individual needs. Meghalaya's living root bridges are perhaps its most mystical offerings. These ancient bioarchitectural wonders that took years to form are an integral part of traditional Khasi society and the perfect example of harmony between indigenous people and nature. The cynic treks to get there, witnessing these enigmas face to face, and natural pools and waterfalls at the other end of the experience all make the living roots bridges a must-see for tourists visiting Meghalaya. In the Maopadai village in Mao Sinram, you will find another wonder of nature, the unique strangler fig tree. A parasite by nature forms a hollow vertical tunnel that makes it perfect for adventure sports like climbing and rappelling. Having earned the reputation of being one of the cleanest villages in Asia for years, Mao Lenong, or God's own country as it is often called, is one of the most popular tourist destinations in the East Khasi Hills of Meghalaya. With fruit orchards, gushing streams, lush green surroundings, swaying palms and well-preserved indigenous customs, the village is a picture-perfect glimpse into Meghalayan life. The Jaintia Hills of Meghalaya have a distinct royal history, and the Natiang monoliths are perhaps the best showcase of this heritage. These large, well-preserved relics, erected as memorials for ancient rulers, are all part of the monolith garden that tourists visit to take in ancient history surrounded by nature and breathtaking views. The government of Meghalaya has also been working tirelessly to make the vast potential of the state both known and accessible to people from all around the world. Meghalaya is possibly the most extraordinary hidden gem of the Northeast, if not of the entire country. With spellbinding sights and experiences, the abode of cloud truly lives up to its name. The perfect combination of tranquility and adventure. In Meghalaya, you can walk on clouds, both literally and figuratively. The gushing waterfalls and wondrous caves, the pristine rivers, the shades of green, and the diversity of cultures that you will witness are all great reasons to visit Meghalaya. But perhaps the greatest is that you will get to take these things back with you as mementos in the form of memories that will live in your heart for a lifetime.